Episodes rarely get as intense as this. It's a derby, and we're doing it the hard way in the Europa League again. Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to the Journeyman Save. I am Cultured Left Foot and it's a pleasure to have you with me once again. So we have Olympiakos in our first game of the episode, and then we're playing Braga. It didn't go brilliantly. We lost 3-2 in the first leg away. Lovro scoring an own goal, which made it difficult. Terrible first half, pretty good second half. Djurdovic and Cahul getting the goals. Really good. I can't remember when we were last together. I think it was there. I'm pretty sure it was. We beat PSG on a 4-1. Beat Kirklia 2-1 in the league as well. Which means we're still unbeaten in the league, which is really, really good. And today, it's Olympiakos away and then Braga at home. So we basically need to do exactly what we did against Partizan, where we lost the first leg and then smashed them at home in the second leg. That is what we need again, which would put us through to the quarterfinals of the Europa League, which would be quite an achievement. I mean, the board were pretty much unhappy. Where am I going? Board. There we go. The board were really unhappy that we got knocked out, and the fans were as well, by Olympiakos in the quarterfinals, whatever it was, which is a bit of a disappointment. I thought that would have placated them somewhat, but they're very happy with the league. Obviously, we're unbeaten. They're delighted with it. It's going very well. The Europa League, they are pretty happy with as well, because they're only expected to meet the first knockout round, which obviously we've got through, so we're exceeding expectations in that. But generally, it's all going pretty damn well at Olympiakos. It is. I'm really enjoying the time here. It's going well. I think we're going to do one more season with them next year because I want to win the cup. It looks like we're going to win the league this year, and then next year I want to win the cup, and then we'll possibly move on after that. I'm not too sure. Also depends what happens with Singapore. So. And when I need to go there and how much time I actually get to play this. I am really hoping that once I get to Singapore with all my stuff, I'll be able to set up and continue to do this save and do the channel. So I'll have to keep you posted with all of that though. But at the moment, it is going pretty well. And we're going to go straight into the game against Olympiakos. No, we're Olympiakos. We're going to go straight into the game against Olympiakos and we'll see you there. And this is how we line up. Matushkin is in goal. Linez, Lovro, Barrio and Del Croy are the back four. Taxides, Fortunis and Soyops make the triangle in the three in the middle. And Royce and Diaz are on the wings supporting Djurdovic up front. They line up in their very defensive 4-2-3-1 formation. They have Ronaldo Luis in goal, who is, again, the region. I think we looked at him last time. But we're hoping to exploit his young naivety in goal. So let's go out there and say, obviously we want to say this is about the fans because it's a derby, so there we go. We are away from home, so it will be interesting. We are starting on control, but with a bit more of an attacking formation to try and get at them early on, because they concede, according to the scout reports, they concede quite a lot of goals in the first, I think it was 10-15 minutes of the game, or between 5 and 15. So we're going to go not attacking up here. As I said, we are on control at the moment, but the way the team's set up to play is attacking. So let's see how that works out. So the first 20 minutes gone, we're just going to drop our players back a little bit now, because we don't really need to be chucking men forward all the time. So we're just going to drop our fullbacks back to support, because we are away from home. We don't really need to win the game. If you look at our points, they're 13 points clear. Although AEK do have a game in hand, so we'll have to see what happens. Olympiakos are dominating the game a bit, but that doesn't really bother me at the moment. And it's been a dreadfully boring half, which is, as I said, totally fine with me. I'll take the draw and keep our unbeaten record. And it's into the last minute of injury time. That's going to be half-time, I think. And it's a pretty even game. We're dominating possession, both the same amount of shots on target. Nothing really to write home about. So I'm just going to say, I'm going to calmly just say, you're performing well. Keep it going. And we'll be all right. And then I'll talk to the players, again, calmly, and just say there's a lot more to come. They all seem to like it. Let's get into the second half. Djurdovic not having the best of games up front. We'll have to see if he improves. But I keep saying it. I'm happy with the draw and keeping the unbeaten run. We are just going to make a change up front. Djurdovic is going to come off by Iva Nusek. And I'm tempted to do Royce for Cahul. But Royce is... He's doing okay out there at the moment. He's keeping his play going. He's on a 6.7, which isn't too bad, and we can keep it up. Gil Diaz on a 6.6. Maybe we'll move someone onto... Maybe Cahul can come on as the inside forward on the left, we'll see how that goes. I mean, this game has been so boring. I don't think there's been a highlight yet, and it seems like both teams are happy with the draw. It does seem to be some attacking intent, and we are making the better chances. But with 10 minutes to go, I am going to do that switch of Royce off and Cahool on. And I don't think we're going to do much else, to be honest. I mean, Fortunis is looking a bit tired. We could bring on Balic or Mendy for him. Maybe Mendy. We'll leave it for now, just for a little bit. They've made a couple of subs as well, so they're going to try and impact the game, but they're still playing their 4-2-3-1 pretty defensive formation, and nothing is really happening from it. I think we will just leave it as it is and see out the draw in a very boring derby. Into injury time. Oh, there's a highlight with about 2 minutes to go. Diamantankos on the left gives it to Jorginho into Franco Antonucci. If they're going to nick a winner here, I'm going to be so annoyed. As the ball's in, Ratto gets in behind, gets their shoot, it's saved, and then he puts in the rebound. And they are going to win the game because a Football Manager really doesn't like it when I win and keep an unbeaten season. So, I mean, that's shocking that that's happened, to be honest. Right, with a minute to go, let's just see if we can get anything out of this game. I don't think we deserve to lose it. You could see that coming a mile off. I mean, let's push. Well, let's push Fortunis up here. Taxidis can sit in there. What a Football Manager does this to you at times, doesn't it? It just really royally screws you over. So Fortunis with a free kick. Hits it, and he hits it over the bar. That'll be the end of the game. We will be losing to Panathinaikos. We'll lose our unbeaten season. Oh, bloody Football Manager. Goal kick goes forward. Delacroix wins the header. Gil Diaz picks it up. And Ratto gets there back. And it's the final whistle. We lose 1-0 in a game we didn't probably deserve to lose. I'm just going to tell them they're unlucky. I can't fault any of you. There we go. We will be back for the second leg against Braga, which really is the big tie in this episode. So we'll see you then. And this is the team we've gone to get us back into the Europa League tie. Matrushkin in goal. Tenes comes back in at right back. Barrio, Gomez and Delcroix are the rest of the back four. Mendy sits in front of them. Balic is the advanced playmaker. Siopis plays next to him as captain. Fortunis on the right, hoping to cut in and create some chances. Diaz on the left to do the same. And Marco Tos leads the line in such an important game. They line up in a 4-2-3-1. It should be a good battle. Let's crack into it and see what happens. I'm going to certainly say we owe them after last time because we didn't necessarily play badly. Well, we played very badly in the first half, but in the second half we absolutely annihilated them. So I think if we can play like that, we can get out there. If it's not working, we're going to switch up and put Fortunis in behind the striker and put Cahool on at right wing. Probably sacrificing Balic or Siopis because we know what Mendy can do. He's very consistent. So let's see how it goes in such an important game. So first highlight, Tenes with a throw. Balic has it into Siopis left of him. Mendy's back, but he gives it back to Balic into Fortunis round the corner. Toss. Siopis is in. Shoot. That's a terrible effort. Really should do better. Goes down as I think it was a clear-cut chance that went down. There's really should have done better with that. And Tenes has picked up a yellow card. So we'll just agree with the assistant and tell him to ease off the tackles. Not a bad start, but 25 minutes gone and we really need to find a goal. Well, we have to find a goal to go through, otherwise we're out. So, corner, Fortunis, ball in. Benerio, it's cleared off the line by Brizeno. It's all Olympiakos at the moment. Juan Felipe with a free kick for Braga. Gomez wins the header, but we won't get that up. Badu picks it up. Vukusevic, or Vukcevic it would be. I can't say that name. Stojalkovic is tackled, but it falls to him again. Balic putting him under pressure. Vukcevic, Siopis with a good tackle, but Stojalkovic picks it up. Falls to the guy whose name I can't pronounce, but Tenes picks it up. Baderio. He's putting a bit of pressure. Matrushkin with a ball forward. Siopis is there. Up to Fortunis. Fortunis comes forward. Tenes on the right. Can the youngster create something good? He's another one that we're going to, as the save progresses, we'll look to see if we can bring him with us because I think he's got great potential. Toss, shoot! He really should have squared it, Marco. Marco Toss. Oh, I was too busy talking about the youngster. But, oh, so unlucky. Is that Olimpia Ljubljana? No, Olympic Lyonnais, I was going to say. I'd be very surprised if they got through this far in Europe. Barrio to Gomez, to Mendy. Don't lose. He's lost it. Oh, fires wide. I think we're going to have to mix it up to that more attacking formation with Fortunis playing in behind the striker. Try and get him into the game. Keep wingers wide rather than inside forwards and try and spread it. Spread the play. Get in there. That's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to tactics. We'll play the 4-2-3-1. Mendy will drop into the deep line playmaker role. Balic can stay there. Siopis will be the one that's sacrificed. He'll come off and Cahool will replace him as a winger. Marco Tos can keep his place up front. Delcroix, Gomez, all of them can stay the same. let's get into the second half. Must give a team talk, otherwise they'll really, really annoy me. Assertively. Do I say I'm happy? What does he say? Do this for the fans. I think that's a bit of a cop-out at this stage. Assertively. Show me something else? Yeah, good. At least that motivates them. And then we'll play a bit of good cop, bad cop and go out there and assertively say, you weren't that bad, you can still improve. They seem to like that. Change of formation, bit more of a change of impetus, playing wider rather than narrow. Let's see if it pays off for us. It was this change in formation, I think, sorted us out for it in the first leg. So hopefully we can have a go at it. But Gil Diaz has picked up an injury, a bruised ankle, and that is a concern because we don't really have anyone else that can play out on that left-hand side. But his fitness is really struggling and his performance is pretty crap. I think it's going to have to be Djurdovic, to be honest, to play out there, unless we do Linez and then swap those two over like that. That would probably make more sense. Fortunis is not having a good game. May have to bring Djurdovic on in the hole there. Let's push him into an attacking midfielder because that's what he wants to do. Just need someone to just make the difference and have a little bit of something special. Delacroix with a free kick up to Cahool now on this left hand side. He comes forward, runs it really well. Balic has it out to Linez, who's lost the ball to Capital, who just plays a wayward ball. Mendy wins the header, but no one's going to get there. But Izerno has time to bring it away. Stochkovic comes forward into Vukcevic. Vukcevic out to Paulinho on the right hand side. Back into Vukcevic now. Braga looking dangerous. Oloja Milifano. I'll take that as an attempt to say his name. Linez picks it up. Now, long ball forward. Marco Tos can just totally hold this up and get other people into play. He's got a lot of space to run into. Gets there. Can he cut it back? He does. Cahill, what a save. And then he puts the rebound in. And we're ahead on away goals at the moment. And we possibly, well, I was going to say don't deserve it. They have only actually had one shot on target. And we've had 3 clear-cut chances. But Marco Tos, with some good play to make up for his goal miss, or his one-on-one easy chance miss, cuts it back. Cahool misses the first chance. Great save from Juan Felipe. And then he sticks in the rebound. Now what do we do here? Do I go slightly more defensive because we're currently winning on away goals? It's too late because there's another highlight. Juan Felipe, bring that down. Just, you got loads of time. Delcroix. Out to Cahool on the left. Cahool comes forward. Ball up to Marco Tos. Flicks it onto nobody. But Izeno's there to pick it up for Braga. Juan Felipe. It'll be interesting to see what Braga do now. There's no change in formation, but let's see if they can make something happen. Paulinho does well on the left-hand side. Vukcevic, that's a terrible pass, and Tenez is there. Back to the keeper, Matushkin, bloody hell. You could probably hear the tension in my voice as he did that short pass, but Stojkovic turns out to Kamano. There's an overlap on if he uses it. He does. Yao, ball in. Paulinho brings it down and shoots just wide. Let's just have a... Can we change anyone to be defensive, more defensive minded? Not really. Defensive and support is all well and good at the moment. I think we'll just have to go these guys, a fullback on defend and a defensive fullback for Tenez. Mendy as a deep line playmaker on defend is fine. Balic, don't really want to do the same for you. What do you want to do? I think I'm just going to leave it like that. I think just change the fullbacks back to defend. We can retain a possession with shorter passing, really, because we don't need to do very much with it at the moment. We'll stay on control. Let's go with that and see what happens. I really hope my tactical changes don't mess this up again. They shouldn't do. I haven't changed too much, but Fortunis is really struggling to get into this game. I think he's going to be the sub to come off, and I think it's going to have to be Djurdovic unless I drop another defensive player in, like drop Mendy back and bring on... well, I don't really have anyone I can bring on because I've got 2 strikers on the bench. Badou's got an injury. Fortunis is now injured anyway, so he's going to have to come off. It's going to have to be Djurdovic, I think, unless I drop Lovro in and just play him as a... Lovro, you literally are just a holding midfielder. Just a centre-back, sorry. But I think it is going to be Lovro. I'm going to risk it. Don't mess this up, Lovro. Don't mess this up, because Balic is going to sit in there as an advanced playmaker on support. And Lovro, you're going to sit in here as just a central midfielder on to defend. And I just don't want you to go anywhere. Literally, I just want you to sit in there and mop up all the damage. As we go into the last 7 minutes, 5 minutes to go. As soon as I get us to 88, I'm going defensive and waste time. There we go, 88. Into the tactics. Defensive, retain possession, drop deeper, much lower tempo, waste time. We'll sit fairly narrow, we'll stay on our feet, be more disciplined, dribble less. That's it, I think. I don't think there's much else. I can do. Right. 6 minutes of injury time. Oh, my word. And we've got a corner. Balic. Ball to the edge. Linez, the right back, who's playing right wing. Ball across. Gomez. I thought it was going to fall to Gomez, but it didn't. Capital. But Izerno. Up the line. Just Tenes has it. Just keep the ball. Mendy. Barrio. Barrio to Del Croy. Del Croy to Lovro. Mendy. Give it back to Lovro. Up to Balic. Toss. Marco toss into Balic. Balic on the right. We can't do this for 5 minutes, surely. Linez. Balic. Balic back to Linez. Linez into Balic. Balic into Marco. Toss. Oh, he shoots wide, but I'll take that. It's wasting a bit of time in the game. It's getting tense. We're into the last minute. Oh, no, not now. Good header away. Lovro, get in the way. Gomez with a great header away. Marco toss. Don't chuck people forward. Just sit back, Cahul. Go on your own. Go to the corner. He squared it to Linez. Linez, what are we doing with it? Go to the corner. Ball in. It's headed away. Blow the full-time whistle, ref. Mendy. Linez. Linez is tackled. And there's the full-time whistle, and we're through on away goals. My word, we're doing it the hard way in the Europa League this year. Well done. Absolutely brilliant to the boys. Oh, that was tense at the end. Something that annoys me about Football Manager is that they don't seem to have programmed into the game when you're wasting time that players should just run to the corner. And that really, really frustrates me. But there we go. We're through. Fortunas has a little bit of a knock. Out to 3 to 4 weeks. That's going to be a bit of a killer. Mendy out for 1 to 2 days, as is Gil Diaz. We'll just let the assistant go and do the press conference. We get a bit more money, which is good. We don't necessarily need it. Our finances are wonderful. 58 million in the bank. 56 million transfer budget as well, which is really good. So we'll just stay together because the Europa League quarterfinal draw is coming up. Big teams left. We're probably the weakest left in it now. There's the likes of teams like Arsenal and things like that, I'm pretty sure have all got through. So let's just go into the quarterfinal draw and see how we get on with it. Giano should be dropped by Georgia. Yeah, fair enough. I think because we're going to do another season, because I really want to win the Greek Cup while we're in Greece. I think the next season will be, we'll just try and plough through it quite quickly, and there'll be little games here and there, but we'll try and get the season done in a lot quicker tempo. This one, obviously, with all the Europa League games, it's been it's been good to do more games. But here we go. So we are into it's a two-way battle for the title, is what they're saying. 9 points clear. I mean, that is 5 easy games. We really shouldn't lose. Touch wood, I'm saying that now. Whereas they've got a tricky game against Panathinaikos in there as well. So I'm hoping we can wrap this up. As Jan Petric and Lovro are delighted with their experience, which is really good. Left foot appreciates Severin. Billy left foot, what have you improved? Your determination's gone up. Yeah, good, excellent. Capino is left out. The crowd. Balic is left out. Europa League quarter-final draw. Here we go. So, Arsenal, Atalanta, Napoli, Lyonnais, Leipzig, Milan, Monaco. I want Atalanta. That's who I want. Napoli are out first. They get Leipzig. Olympiakos at home to Atalanta. We've got a chance of making the semi-finals. Wow. I mean, key player, Patrick Cutrone. He's very good, actually. Where the bloody hell did they sign him from? On a free from Milan ages ago. Oh, wow. Wow, okay, yeah. Well, he's one to look out for in your games then, yeah. And big games then coming up. Milan, Monaco, Arsenal get Olympique Lyonnais. Oh, sorry, Olympique Lyonnais. And we get Atalanta. So we'll give that a save and we'll leave the video there. Thank you very much for watching, guys. It's been a pleasure having you with me once again. Let me know what you think about the draw. Can we get Olympiakos to the semi-finals of the Europa League, which would be absolutely incredible. Going to have to do it without Fortunis with his injury, but, you know, that's why we've got a squad of players. Jan Petric, this could be your moment. But thank you very much for watching, guys. But for now, I am out of here. Cheers.